Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's makeup routine, I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve my full glam makeup routine. This is something that I would typically wear if I were going out like at night, like out to a nightclub. Or you know what, maybe sometimes I just want to show out. Actually, this is something that I'll wear when I just want to show the out. I'm trying to be PG on my channel. I'm more of a vulgar person in real life, so you know, it's kind of hard. I'm trying. But anyways, without further ado, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be using this bad boy. I know, I'm late to the game, it's okay. But I really wanted to do a full glam makeup routine today using these beautiful shades. I mean, come on. If that's not like your color scheme goals, I don't know what is. I mean, unless you're more of a neutral or like cool tone gal, then obviously this isn't like heaven on earth for you. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Strip in the palette. And I'm going to put that on a MAC 224. And can I just talk about this mirror really quickly? I mean, this is the type of mirror that we need in every single makeup palette because, let's be real, we need a big mirror. We don't need these little tiny mirrors anymore, okay? We need a big mirror. And this is kind of very similar to the tone of my skin. So I'm just putting this in the brow bone area. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sigma E33 and I'm going to take the shade Transcend and I'm going to focus this on my crease. And I really like this brush because you can be pretty precise with where you want to place the color. I'm kind of giving myself an outline with this brush. And notice how I'm taking my eyeshadow up more towards my brow bone, and that's to give my eye a bigger eye shape. Makes your eyes look more open. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Morphe 514 and blend that out. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my Sigma E33 brush again, and I'm going to take the shade Aesthetic. And I'm just going to pat this on my outer corner. Just really focusing this on my outer corner. And I really like this Sigma brush because you can really focus where you want the color. It's a very, very detailed Sigma brush. And it's kind of flat, so you can pack on your eyeshadows. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe 514 again and then just kind of blend out that harsh line from the Sigma brush. And I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Stripped again and just put that on my brow bone just to blend in that color a little bit more. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Mink and just really focus this on the outer part of my eye. And then I'm going to take the shade Opulence is really calling my name right now, but I really want to use Bronziana. Right, I'm going to use Opulence. I'm going to go ahead and tap that on with my finger onto my lid. I'm going to kind of take this up. This is the reason why I put my crease color higher, because I tend to put eyeshadow here to make my eyes look bigger. Oh my god, this is such a freaking pretty color. It's like a glitter, but it's so pretty. Like, it lays really well. And I know it lays well because these types of eyeshadows on my eyes look real crusty because I have really dry eyelids. But this shadow is not doing that to me right now. So I know that this is a really good quality eyeshadow because of that. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC Fluid line in the shade Black Track. And I'm going to go ahead and give myself a little wing. I haven't done a wing in a while. I'm kind of scared. And I just took a MAC angled brush. I think it's like a 233. I can't read it. I think it's 233. And now I'm going to take my Morphe M250-2. And I'm going to douse this in fluid line. And a good trick is if you're using an eyeshadow like this where it's glittered, the brush will usually have like glitter bits and pieces. Wipe off your brush when you move on to the next eye and it'll give you a more smooth liner application. I struggled a lot when I used to do my eyeliner. I'm like, how the hell do people do their eyeliner with glitter eyeshadow? I don't get it. I did it. I smell banana bread. I'm about to dig in on that when that's done. And now that we're done with that portion, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the face. I already primed my face with Tatcha Silk Canvas. And I'm gonna go in with Nars Natural Radiant Foundation. And the key to a full coverage foundation and not make it look cakey is to use a small amount of foundation. I mean, like seriously guys, I probably use not even the 2 pumps that I just pumped out on my skin. What I do is I take some on my finger and I kind of just drag this along my face. And then I'll go ahead and take my Morphe M439 and blend this out. And a little goes a long way. You don't need a lot of foundation. You don't need to pump out 4 or 5 drops. The less amount of product that you use, the better. You can always go in with like concealer afterwards or something to cover up any blemishes that you might have. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my Bobbi Brown color corrector. And I'm just going to take my finger. You can do this with a brush as well. You know what? Let me show you guys how to do it with a brush. I'm going to go ahead and take a Morphe 170, which is a little concealer brush. And I'm going to color correct my eyes. But I want you guys to pay attention to the way that I color correct because you don't need to put color corrector all over your under eye area. You basically need it where it's dark. And it's usually dark around the rim of your eyeball. And notice how most of the darkness is pretty much gone under my eyes now that I use that. And then I'm going to use my MAC Prep+Prime pen in the shade Light Boost to highlight the areas of my face. But I'm going to show you that you just kind of need this there. Don't take it all the way in, because if you take it all the way in, it's going to end up creasing in any like lines that you have along your face. Let me get rid of this brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and brighten down along my nose and take this up towards my forehead, just like this. I can even brighten a little bit on my chin. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out with a Morphe G2 brush. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply my concealer. I'm gonna use my Born This Way concealer in the shade Natural Beige. And just place this here. You don't even have to go along the sides like this. You can just place it here and then on the outer corner and blend out, and it will look just as good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my Born This Way concealer again, and I'm gonna take it in the shade Shortbread. And I'm gonna take this up along my nose and over my forehead. Kind of here too. Just creating like a little flower. Ow. And I'm gonna blend this out with my Beauty Blender. And the reason why I'm blending this out with my Beauty Blender is so that it picks up any excess product. Any product I don't need, the sponge will soak up. So I usually, if I want like a more full coverage under eye, I'll go ahead and use my G2 first and then my Beauty Blender so that it picks up the excess product. But I don't really use a lot of concealer, so I know it doesn't really pick up that much. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Light Medium. And I'm going to take this on my Beauty Blender and place this under my eyes. And I really like this powder because it has a color tint to it. So it just provides, ow, I just bit my tongue so hard, ow. It provides more coverage to cover up my dark circles. Just take whatever is left excess and just dust that where I placed my others, where I placed the concealer. And then I'm gonna take my Born This Way concealer in the shade Mocha, and I'm gonna use this to bronze. And a little of this goes a long way, you guys, so don't overdo it. And I'm really placing this kind of where my cheek, kind of higher than where my natural like cheekbone would be. And I'm gonna go ahead and take my Beauty Blender and just start blending this upwards. Just so that it stays within the area where I want it to be placed. Blend, blend, blend. That is the key to a natural bronze, is to just blend as much as you possibly can and blend more when you think that you're completely done. And then that's when you're done. When your hand feels like it's about to fall off, you've done it right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna place a little bit of the Mocha Born This Way concealer and pat that on the back of my hand and use this to bronze my forehead. And I'm just gonna bronze at the very outer part of my forehead. My forehead's pretty small, so I'm gonna keep it pretty close to the hairline. And then I'm gonna take my Morphe 439 and just blend the rest out of it. And then I'm gonna take my Fenty Beauty Rose Latte and just place this. And whoever tells you that blush doesn't make a difference, like your blush placement blah, blah, changes your face just as much as your bronzer placement. So when you see my face, you see I don't have very like pronounced apples of my cheeks, and I always used to place my blush on the apples of my cheeks, working my way up. But I find that if I put my blush higher, kind of almost where I put my highlight, it looks so much better on me. Because I find that if I place it at the apples of my cheeks, it gets like really blotchy around here, and I don't really like that look. Blotchiness is not what I like in a blush. And notice how this gives my face kind of more of a lift. Versus like, I'm gonna make I want to make a YouTube video where I like show you guys how blush placement actually really changes the look on your face. It does a very big difference, and people don't realize it. I'm gonna take my Artist Couture highlight in the shade Illuminati. Wait, did I say palette? I think I just said palette. I meant to say highlight. A little of this goes a long way also. So, oh my god. This freaking highlight is so beautiful. And the way I take my highlight is I kind of take it around my eye and then work it down. Do I want to be more extra with it? Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, don't do what I just did. Do not do what I just did. Be controlled with your movements, okay? Holy crap, I literally see glitter pieces floating in the air like magic from this stuff. People are probably gonna think I'm on drugs. I'm not on drugs, I promise you. Ooh, okay, Ale, relax. Ooh, this is really pretty. This is a really pretty highlighter. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and put it down the center of my nose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Marc Jacobs, and this is probably gonna be weird to you guys, but I promise you it's gonna look fire. I'm gonna take the Marc Jacobs Eye Kohl in the shade Popular. I need to do this off camera. Sorry guys, I really need to go up close and personal right now. Woo! And I'm just gonna take this a little bit lower too. And then I'm going to take my ColourPop Bye Bye Birdie palette, and I'm gonna take the shade, let's see here, Hair on Chick, and just tightline my lower lash line. I'm gonna use this new mascara that my cousin gave me. It's by the shade. It's by the shade Pixie. No, it's not. It's by the brand Pixie by Petra. And I'm gonna go ahead and use Cocoa Lashes in the Lash J'adore. And I'm just gonna cut the end of it. Let's see, measure it to my eye. Cool. And then once I pop those on, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my lips. This is Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner. I'm gonna go ahead and take Morphe Sunkissed. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use Cherish Lipstick by MAC. Dude, I make the ugliest lipstick application ever. I'm like, and then this is the finished look. If you would like to see more videos with me, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and hit the like if you enjoyed this video. Thanks, guys.